was a beast on the boards in that game one against Tasmania. Lowe's got his hands full.
3 men in charge this afternoon. Elliot Green, Vaughan Mabry for NBL 26. Great to have you with us, wherever you are around the world. Delaney with an easy bucket to start things off for Mel. At his age, at 34, he's still playing valuable minutes and still shooting it well. Delaney aggressive early.
It's hard to switch.
Here's another look at it, Derek.
Well, I think in that case, it's just a quick show.
Delaney checks his feet. Goes up against his longtime New Zealand teammate, Ruben Tarangi, with the left hand. Left it short. The 7-foot levers of Jesse Edwards.
He's intelligent. It feels like we're just scratching the surface with this guy.
And he's also 5 of 5.
New Zealand didn't do a lot wrong against Brisbane other than shoot the ball from the three-point line horrifically.
Well, I think they might want to work on their defense. I mean,
and that was Petteri Koppanen's big takeaway. Edwards on the move.
And this defense is not showing any great signs of improvement early on. And if you think, oh, hello, backcourt. Parker Jackson, Cartwright gets his pocket. Big
5 from the field, Jack. He's low maintenance, keeping it easy. And he's
some pretty shaky signs early on if you're a New Zealand fan. Again, late clock. Nice take, Ruben Tarangi.
Take it off of PJC before Doyle will line one up.
Wide open, Milton Doyle picks up from where he left off. Look how quickly they want to explore. With the ball barely touching the floor.
Throwing down dunks, but I like the fact that, as you said, he's a smart...
Jackson Cartwright splits the D. Loose ball falls back out to Tarangi. Here's PJC. Got it.
Dominated that 54 to 39. Oh, that's a good play. Attack on the rim by Melbourne United.
Basketball player. He's providing a defensive presence without putting himself at risk of... And also, Andrew, I think it's his mindset. A guy with that size and the physical attributes and the skill set that he's displayed thus far obviously has his eyes on the big prize of the NBA.
Doyle from outside. Fabian Krislovic walls up. Daniels drives and scores. Timeout Breakers. They had a lot of options and they chose Melbourne United. Of all the colleges, of all the different opportunities, they chose Melbourne to get the best out of his game, and it's working for them.
Got a lot of they had 10 guys in the first quarter. Another turnover of the game against the Jack Jumpers. Oh my goodness. This is just a local defensive transition. Now it's hard when it's coming off turnovers. Better. New Zealand Breakers. Look at this. There's just a wave of United players and way too easy.
Pace.
This is ridiculous. I mean, this is just really poor. They're nowhere near the urgency you need on the defensive end by the Breakers.
19 points they lead by. That helps. Different lineup on the floor at the moment. Doyle with a bullet inside for Krislovic. Look at this ball movement. It ends up in a Wilson three. Pristine from the home team.
Now, he does have the capacity to knock that shot down.
Nice.
Lays it up. This is going from bad to worse for the Breakers. Melbourne 3 of 8 now from outside. New Zealand 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. That's better.
That's a breakdown.
Melbourne United by 34 points. It's a very different scenario at the moment. It's a little bit longer than some to put their roster together. Nice cut from Tarangi. Scores through contact with 1 to come.
Wanted, as we see Parker Jackson Cartwright get on the left hand, and Tarangi really made that play for him.
Front and center.
Doyle from deep, looking round. Oh, Wig can find it. Jump on the app and check that out too from Jesse Edwards.
Replay. And it's the turn around, stuff it in straight up. Tuck that in with some great authority. Oh, dear.
It's another careless turnover for the Breakers. Doyle trying to make them pay. Doyle checks out with 3 fouls. Brockington wide open. That was pure. He's setting high standards this afternoon, Dean Vickerman. It's back to Daniels and also, by extension, Lopez. And why they're here in the NBL. Brockington scores.
Strong. The point guard leads your franchise for the next 4 years, Drew.
Yeah, and I think also with Dash, playing against men, and those big bodies you talk about, it's also the style of play that Melbourne United play. It's much closer to what you'll see in the NBA.
Shot clock at 7. Puts his head down and extends over the top. 7 points for the next star.
We know what Daniels is probably going to be capable of at the most elite level, but I like the poise that he's demonstrating as Wilson finishes on a lob from Krebs. This is turning into a one-sided track meet.
Didn't see a lot of action on Friday night. Sean Bairstow had 12 points in both of their preseason blitz games. Did some nice things there. Baker got to his left hand and scores. A high character person, which is what Melbourne put a lot of value on. There's Brockington. Brings it up the floor for the Breakers, who have got a lot to talk about at halftime. Tough finish from Isaiah Brockington. He's got 11 now. Here's for Melbourne United. Josh Daniels also starting. Pure from Milton Doyle.
Not the start you want if you're the New Zealand Breakers. It's one thing to go down and just be beat by a very good team, but just no aggression whatsoever.
Rob Lowe gets that to drop.
Disrupt just the energy in here. Make United feel uncomfortable. That is going to be because of Rob Baker and not Rob Lowe, with no disrespect to Rob, as Edwards scores on him again.
Rob Lowe wrestles back control. Jackson Cartwright. 12 minutes in the first half. That's a nice look for Lopez. 23-point game. You can make that 25, and Melbourne are scoring.
New Zealand Breakers are playing in regards to who they're identifying that they need to get the ball to.
It's a pass. PJC for Brockington.
Replay. PJC knows what to do within a transition, and Brockington gives us a taste of his athleticism and power. Throws it down.
Final game of round 1, rookie round here in the NBL. That's going to be there all day long and all season long for Melbourne.
Meet him, Doyle, a whole lot earlier.
Well, that's the soft, continuing to push with him and persist with him.
Lopez with a tip in. That was nice. Get involved in this great game. It's great to have them here this afternoon. Gilly drives and scores.
Well, Drew, they've eaten into that rebounding margin. New Zealand, as Krebs goes and gets an and one on Davison.
Averaged a little under 20 points a game last season. Brockington.
It's his action to the rim.
Some extended pressure from the Breakers, and it comes undone. You like to look at this matchup on Darling. Puts the ball on the floor and scores. Now going for younger import maybe than what we've seen historically. Bowen blocks Davison. Tyson Walker, 24. Isaiah Brockington, 26. Baker, 27. Like, most teams are going down this path. Baker tees off. That's better. Milton Doyle hasn't been required to do a great deal because it's been an even team contribution. Melbourne still shooting that ball at 53% from the field. Baker goes back to back.
Series. Have a quick look at Baker line this one up. Great, he possible minutes restrictions, but nice move there from Bowen. Nice view, nice stroke. But this is an area where if Bowen wants to continue.
Goal for the Breakers, because it has been hard work for them this afternoon. Block lays it up. Everyone getting a lick of the ice cream. Last look for Melbourne. Premium look for Milton Doyle. The other cooks that 3 ball. Chris Leving at the buzzer. Rebound Brockington. Levitates, hangs in the air over the top of Edwards. Time in history we will have an NBA team on Australian shores playing against Melbourne and Southeast Melbourne, October 2 to 5. There are still some tickets available.
See how they go on our soil. I'm getting cocky. That's right, you heard it. There it is, another 3-ball.
But Baker may fit nicely with Menenga out there on the floor as Doyle dipsy doos with the left hand.
Oh, crossover. Karim Lopez gets upstairs, the handles, and then the jam.
10-6, only got the 6 boards, so he needs to get a few more. That's a nice crossover.
It's got better as the game's gone on. 9 points. Edwards fouled and scores as he was being chopped.
He's perfect.
On the Amy replay, turnover. Easy 2 for Walker. Timeout, New Zealand.
Somehow he has to find some shining lights in this, and maybe Rob Baker bombing from the 3-point line. 14 points.
Played in Germany last season with Alba Berlin. Milton Doyle.
We need to see
Yeah.
a little bit more rim protection on the defensive end.
Lopez with another jam.
Yeah, as we look at the two-handed stuff.
Back then, the Crocs were called the Suns, and Andrew, thanks for bringing that up.
In 96.
In 96, I was a member of the Townsville Suns.
And the Giants beat the 30 Cats by, the Super Cats by 30. Yeah, a little bit of trivia there for you. It's the alpha.
His pin.
2 points, 6 rebounds. Karim Lopez is having himself a second half. 12 points on 5 of 7. Krebs knocks one down in his face at the other end. Can barely breathe.
Push through.
2 more for Tanner Krebs. He's filling his boots. Isaiah Liafa. Bowen fights hard on the low block to win position. Wide to Daniels. Bottom of the net.
You look at how the ball flies through the air, and there's definitely potential for that shot to become much better.
Yeah.
Development program we know that Melbourne United has.
Tommy Wilson with another attack on the rim with the left hand. No, I think with Dash, it's a little funky to get it to that set position above his head. It's really out in front of him, but the arm extension is pretty solid.
This is a lot of points that the Breakers have given up today. They gave up 104 on Friday night. Daniels, after knocking down that 3-ball, this is what he's very good at, putting his head down and getting into the lane. That one doesn't count.
Does a good job of using that little bump to get elevation. And one.
Being a little bit flexible with that.
25%, it's, you know, around that 6 to 8. Depending on who you're playing against and other circumstances.
Some court time in the championship series. Last season was called upon. They did okay. With 2 wins from their first 2 games. A gritty win on Thursday. And then a slaughtering of New Zealand on Sunday afternoon. 114 to 82.